Episode 3 of The Walking Dead, Season 1, titled Tell It to the Frogs. Slow episode, pretty much. It's like just, So the show opens up with Merle tied to, on top of the roof. He's handcuffed to the top on a whatever it is, a pipe. And he sees walkers trying to get in through the door. And he gets nervous and he's scared, probably dehydrated, and he was praying to God, and he's worried that he's going to die. So he tries to reach for a saw. You think he's going to saw the handcuff off, but he doesn't. He cuts off his stupid hand. That's just a slow episode. Not much happens except for the fact that Rick reunites with his family finally. Also, at the time, I didn't feel bad for Shane at all. But when you look back on it now, when you rewatch it, you're like, I kind of feel bad for Shane. And, Lori is a bitch, to be honest. I don't know. I mean, she becomes a bitch later on, even more, to Rick. But, she's really, I guess I don't know. I don't understand. Everything Shane did from the moment he takes her, and, obviously, even if, let's say, because we get a flashback later on, but even if he wasn't positive that Rick was dead, right? He told her that because she wouldn't have left without him. She would have tried to go back there and she would have died. So he told her, yeah, Rick's dead. He's dead. I saw it with my own eyes or whatever, just to get her and Carl safe. Look, did he know 100%? No. Well, he says he put his ear to Rick's chest and he couldn't hear a heartbeat. All right, that's fine. So maybe he did believe that Rick was dead. But either way, he did it. He didn't do it maliciously. He didn't tell her, oh yeah, Rick's dead because I don't want to fuck you. No, he told her Rick's dead to get her safe. And he kept them safe for a long time. And now Rick comes back, and obviously she's going to go back to her husband. I mean, it would be really fucked up if she didn't. If she was like, listen, we got to talk. I've been fucking Shane and I'm kind of in love with him now, and I just want to stay with him. But, so she goes with Rick, and Shane, I feel bad because he's just, so miserable, but at the same sense, he should, realize, look, I had a good time, we did what we did, there's a lot of other girls here, hey, Andrea, Amy, I gotta keep my eye on you, try to make sure I keep you safe, because I kinda like you. But, no, he wants Lori, he's in love with Lori. And in the beginning, as I said, the first episode kind of seems like they had something going on before. Anyway, so this episode actually introduces us to Carol, and Carol Peltier, who we can see her husband Ed is would have been an alcoholic back in the real world, but because there's no alcohol here, he's just a fucking asshole, and he was a wife beater, and they imply in the next episode that he might be a child molester as well. He might be raping his daughter, kind of. We'll talk about it when that comes up. But, yeah, so the girls are having fun while Shane and Carl are fishing for frogs. And he comes up and he's being an asshole because I don't know if he heard the conversation. They were talking about what they missed in the real world. And Andrea says she missed her vibrator. And Carol said, me too. And the girl started laughing. So maybe he heard that. He got pissed off, started mouthing off, punches Carol in the face. Shane already got told off by Lori because she's like, listen, you're a fucking liar, you're a piece of shit, you've been keeping me safe for all this time, but you're no good piece of shit liar, you lied to me, you liar, you liar, you liar, go talk to the frogs. That's what the title comes from, go tell it to the frogs. So, and he's already pissed off, so he just takes all his anger out on Lori, that he has towards Lori and Rick returning, out on Ed, and beats the living hell out of him. And then we're introduced also to Daryl Dixon. Daryl makes his debut, his Walking Dead debut, and he's an angry guy. We find out later on in the future why he's so angry, but he's an interesting character so far. He's a tracker, he's a hunter, he pretty much I'll talk about that later because I don't want to jump to things, but he went out there to hunt for a deer. He caught some squirrels. He's providing for the group as well, more so than Shane's looking out for them, but in a sense, I don't know. I think he wanted to make this group his home, even though Merle had other intentions, which we'll get to in Season 2. But, yeah, this was a slow episode. Daryl's introduced, and we see what kind of person he is, and you see that he's still loyal. And Rick told Lori before, after he's reunited, he's like, listen, we left Merle up there. I know he's not a good person, but I owe it to him. I also owe it to Morgan because I told him I'd communicate with him via the walkie, and if shit goes bad and he heads down to Atlanta, him and his son are dead, and I had to warn them, and I can't leave that man up there. Like, whether he's an asshole or not, he's locked up there because of me. I locked him up in there. So they tell Daryl what happened. Daryl's not having it. He screams out, Shane, chokehold's illegal. Shane puts him in a chokehold after he tries to stab Rick. And he said, chokehold's illegal. They let him go, and then they come to the consensus that they're all going to go back. But Lori sees kind of like what the emotions that Daryl's going through, losing his brother. And she's like, Rick will show you. Like, she gives him permission to go. So Rick, T-Dog, because I don't even know what his name is. I don't know if his name was Tyrese or what. They never say his name. Just say T-Dog. Alright, so Rick, T-Dog, because he's the one that lost the key. Glenn, because Glenn knows his way around the city. Daryl. Yeah, those 4 guys are going back to go find Merle. So they get to the roof. The chain's locked, so the walkers didn't get up there. And I don't know how he got down. I have to rewatch episode 4, I guess, to see how Merle escaped the roof without getting through there. And so he kind of like jumped the gun, I guess. It's probably because he was dehydrated and all that shit. So he cut his hand off. And the only thing left up there is his hand. And then Daryl starts crying. Anyway, that's that. Then we get to the next episode, which is much better. And I actually will talk about that, how I didn't like it when it originally aired. But anyway, that's the review. This was an okay episode. It was slow, but it was decent enough. We got to meet new characters, more people in the group we see. Don't know about them, but we were introduced to Carol and Daryl. So that's that. It was an okay episode. Anyway, let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. How do you feel about Shane? Like, was it like, can you somewhat agree with him or see his point of view on this? I mean, I can't. I know, like, I could kind of see, like, damn, bitch, I kept you safe. Sorry for saying bitch, but damn, I kept you safe all this time, and you don't even give me the benefit of the doubt that I was doing it with the best intentions in mind, not the worst. Would you think I was really, you know me for all this time now, you think I'm like that? I don't know. I kind of feel bad for him, but it gets to a point where he just goes overboard and he can't let go, and that's the problem. That really is the problem there. But yeah, I don't know, man. Good episode. Yeah, so let me know what you think about Shane down below, and that's it. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.